Public health officials blame private gatherings in homes for the recent surge in positive COVID tests. They say that's what made people sick, and that's why they're telling people to stay home on Thanksgiving. But some plan to ignore that advice. The I-Team's Joel Grover spoke with infectious disease experts, and they shared some advice about how to be safer if you insist on being part of a holiday dinner.
Travelers were coming and going at LAX all day to spend the holiday with family and friends, despite warnings to avoid those gatherings.
We are staying at home.
The I-Team spoke with Dr. Annabelle D. St. Maurice, an infectious disease expert at UCLA Medical Center, and with nurse Alice Benjamin.
I really don't think it's worth the risk.
A professor at Charles R. Drew School of Medicine. Nurse Benjamin says if you're hosting or going to Thanksgiving, get tested first and then quarantine.
You need to quarantine yourself until the party, because if you get tested, stopping at the grocery store or going to the post office, those are opportunities to become infected.
Both experts say gatherings should be outdoors, but if you insist on doing it indoors, keep windows open for good ventilation, seat guests far apart, and wear masks except when eating. If people are having indoor gatherings, will masks protect everyone?
There is no measure that is 100% effective. Masks can reduce the risk of transmission, but not entirely.
At the meal, experts say use disposable plates and utensils to limit exposure to contaminated surfaces, and don't use communal serving plates.
And then when it comes time to serve the food, no longer are we passing the plate around. Perhaps there should be a designated person who prepares all of the plates, and people come by and pick up their plates.
And one final but seemingly obvious bit of advice.
If you have symptoms or were exposed to somebody who has COVID, you should not get together with others to really prevent the transmission.
Infectious disease doctors here at UCLA Medical Center acknowledge that people are tired of staying home and taking precautions, but they're asking people to hang tight, continue to wear masks, and only gather outdoors. They want to remind people there could be effective vaccines within a few months, and life could begin to get back to normal. For the I-Team, I'm Joel Grover.